Hello everyone, and welcome to Awakening the Spiritual Mind. My name is Elisabeth Carrio, and I invite you to a journey of reflection, practice, and awakening. This is the prelude to the part 1 of my book called The Call to Meaning, or Awakening a Spiritual Mind. In this short episode, I want to set the stage. Why does the quiet ache you feel matter? Why could it be a signal and not a flow? This is where our journey begins. But before we begin, I invite you to download your free awakening journal that you can find on my website, elisabeth-carrio.com. This is your companion for this podcast series, as I already told you in the previous episode. Inside, you will find the prompts and practices that go with each episode, so you can integrate what we explore here into your own life. Now, I would like to share with you a passage from my book.
Part 1, The Call to Meaning. I had everything, an international career, prestigious titles, acclaimed projects, and yet every morning a weight settled in my chest, nameless. It wasn't sharp pain, but a soul-level fatigue, a quiet weariness from playing a role that had grown too small. What I didn't yet know was that this unease was a calling, the call of the deeper self. We live in a world where traditional rites of passage, those sacred thresholds that once helped us grow, shift, and evolve, have been largely forgotten. In their place, we are offered performances of success, consumption, and technology, but these substitutes do not feed the soul. As a result, many of us are burning out. Anxiety, depression, and fatigue are no longer rare. They are becoming the new normal. Yet beneath these growing symptoms, something deeper may be stirring. You may feel an ache, a disorientation, or a quiet despair. And while these signs are often labeled as pathology, they may in fact be pointing to something else, a spiritual passage. This section does not offer solutions, it offers a shift in perspective. It does not promise quick relief. It opens a door, because before we can transform, we must first see clearly what needs to be transformed.
Many of us know this feeling, a quiet fatigue that doesn't go away. It's easy to mistake it for weakness or to believe that something is wrong with us. But what if this discomfort is not a failure, but a threshold? What if it is an invitation? When life begins to feel too small for you, you are becoming. That ache is not against you, it's for you. It's a sign that a deeper part of you is calling. Think about it. So much of our culture tells us to push through, to achieve more, to keep deep down. There is often a quiet question. Is this all there is? We dismiss it, we cover it with busyness, but the question doesn't disappear. It waits. And here is a shift I want to offer. Before trying to fix anything outside, before rushing to add new goals or make drastic changes, the first step is simply to pause, to listen, to notice what is true inside. That pause itself is a rite of passage, a sacred threshold where transformation begins. Because the ache, as uncomfortable as it feels, it's also proof that you are still alive. Something that refuses to settle for a role too small. When you pause long enough to feel it, you begin to see, this ache may not be your enemy, it may be your compass. Let's now take 1 minute together. If you can, close your eyes. Place one hand on your chest and the other on your belly. Take 3 slow breaths. Inhale gently, exhale fully. And ask yourself softly, what in my fatigue is a signal What wants to begin if I stop performing for a moment? No need to answer right away. Just let the question land. Then, in your awakening journal, take a few minutes and write. Answer to this question. Where do I feel the call to meaning right now? What small thing am I willing to do differently this week? So this is the prelude to part 1, the call to meaning. In episode 1, the next episode, we will go deeper into the ache, beneath the noise, the subtle signals of awakening hidden in burnout, disconnection or fatigue. Thank you for listening to Awakening the Spiritual Mind. If this episode inspires you, share it with someone who may need it, and don't forget to subscribe.